Today is November 29th, 2024. And I decided this morning to ask my charms if I should be putting up a video today. I know it's a kind of weird system of operating, but it works for me. And what works for me and not for others. It's just something that I have been doing lately, and for some odd reason I find it extremely inspiring. Just because I'm pulling these charms and I'm getting symbols that talk to me on a level that is comprehended only by me. I did speak before about this. The universe talks to us in symbols we know. Symbols that signify something for us, and it could signify the total opposite for other people. But I don't want to derail what I want to talk about today. I only have half an hour before the zoo starts outside. I was thinking to make a video, well, more like an audio, because that's what I'm doing after 7 o'clock, when the constructions outside are raging. They're so loud that you may be thinking that it's inhumane to suffer in your own home. So much noise. And a lot of people work from home too, so I'm wondering how stressful that is for those that are closer to the construction site. I am pretty close. This morning I pulled the peace sign twice, and a beautiful horse. And I thought, okay, so the discussion and actually I also pulled a gun. Therefore, the discussion for today is going to be about peace and conflict. This brings to mind Dostoevsky. And also, if you are to think about it, we're entering the month of December in a couple of days. And that means it's time for us to try be more serene. And I know the conditions our world is in makes it very hard, especially around holidays. People are so stressed because they need to celebrate. Isn't that sad? You celebrate by being stressed the whole month because you need to buy presents, you need to think of the menu, what you're gonna do for New Year's Eve, and so on. It is a very good time to make peace with yourself, first and foremost. Understand your shortcomings. Understand there are things outside of your control. However, you also understand that whatever is within your control, you are using to the maximum. I have to say, because I lost my father. When I lost him, I stopped caring for Christmas much. Even though my mom is still alive, the holiday spirit has gone for me. We're still doing it, my family and I, but it became a moment of sadness for me, just because the family was incomplete. I say was because now I started feeling again the spirit of Christmas. It is what it is. You can't stop your life because you lost a dear one. Your life has to continue regardless. And again, it is your choice if you choose to be miserable or to think with love and oh, and relieve moments from your life with those people you lost throughout the years. It's more like a spiritual reunion now. The older we get, the more people die around us. And even though we're not thinking about it during the year, when their birthday comes or when holidays are around the corner, you can't stop thinking about them. For me, it's very helpful to light candles and think that I'm offering a bit of light and warmth to them wherever they are. It doesn't matter what you really think, quite frankly. I am of the opinion that everything has a meaning and a different meaning for others, which is irrelevant, quite frankly, as long as you are not infringing upon someone's beliefs and you practice your own belief in the sanctuary of your home. Which brings me to this idea again, the sanctuary of your home. My sanctuary is being disrupted by noises. Lately I've been thinking more and more how much I would appreciate to, I don't know, have a cabin somewhere in the woods and a little spring of water and the bridge and lots of birds all around, a gazebo where I can read, sing, meditate, or simply be. I am very tired again, and that's the reason why I speak so slow. That's the reason why I'm so dreamy. I'm dreaming constantly lately. I'm dreaming of peace. I'm dreaming of being one with the nature. Because no matter how much we destroy things around us, if we were to cease to exist, nature would fix all the damage we did to it. The other day, I went by Canadian Tire and they're selling Christmas trees. And it happens that I actually want a small tree, real tree, in my home this year. I haven't had one in this apartment ever since I moved in. And the main reason was cats, but more and more the fact that Christmas stopped feeling like Christmas when I lost my dad. Anyway, the contractor was there. He was delivering some trees, and I asked him if he has a small one. And he said, no, what you see here, this is the smallest one. It needs to be trimmed, this and that. And I said, it's okay. I actually would prefer to have a potted tree, meaning a live tree. And he suggested to go to a nursery and find one there. Then I said to him, I feel so sorry for these trees. We are killing them for Christmas. And he said to me, he looked at me with his piercing green eyes. And he said, you shouldn't, because that's why we grow them, for this particular event. To him it made sense, but to me it sounded like, raising something so you can kill it later on. Anyway, the trees are already cut, so I might as well buy a small tree and celebrate Christmas this time properly with a Christmas tree. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I do have a lot of essential oils in my home, and I made a point to buy pine also. Just try bring that smell into my home, and when I close my eyes, I feel like I'm in a forest. It's all this talk about traveling, spending money to go somewhere and be stressed with your luggage and stressing with being late in connecting to another flight or train or whatever, when you basically can have all that in your home. You just close your eyes and you picture yourself in that place you want to be the most. That's what I've been doing for a very long time. I don't need to travel anywhere. My father had the saying, the man is blessing the place, which in this context would mean you make your home as close as you can to the ideal, and if that is not something that you can achieve, you always can close your eyes and start dreaming. I know it's hard when you open your eyes and you see the sordid truth, but meanwhile, when you're exercising, when you are dreaming, you heal yourself. I have a problem with this word, heal, H-E-A-L. It sounds like heal, H-E-E-L. I was telling my friend not long ago that I find that the English language is very treacherous, because it has so many words that mean something else or sound like something else that contradicts the other meaning. And nowadays, when we communicate with each other, even though we use the proper word, the other person listening to us takes the other meaning from it. And synchronicity brought me to his oath, I guess. So this is sort of explaining why I think the English language is so dangerous. There are so many other examples, but right now I would like to focus on this one because hypocrisy is at an all-time high. And so I decided to look it up. And Hippocrates was a physician who was born in 460 before Christ in Kos, ancient Greece. He died approximately at 90 years of age. The Hippocratic Oath is an oath of ethics historically taken by physicians. It is one of the most widely known of Greek medical texts. In its original form, it requires a new physician to swear by a number of healing gods to uphold specific ethical standards. The oath is the earliest expression of medical ethics in the Western world, establishing several principles of medical ethics which remain of paramount significance today. These include the principles of medical confidentiality and non-maleficence as the foundational articulation of certain principles that continue to guide and inform medical practice. The ancient text is of more than historic and symbolic value. It is enshrined in the legal statutes of various jurisdictions, such that violations of the oath may carry criminal or other liability beyond the oath's symbolic nature. The original oath was written in Ionic Greek between the 5th and 3rd centuries before Christ. Although it is traditionally attributed to the Greek doctor Hippocrates, and it is usually included in the Hippocratic corpus, some modern scholars do not regard it as having been written by Hippocrates himself, and that does make sense to me. I don't think he expected that the practice of medicine would be used for other reasons than healing. And this brings me to the last word I want to mention here, which is hypocrisy. As per Wikipedia, hypocrisy is a noun, obviously. The practice of professing beliefs, feelings, or virtues that one does not hold or possess. Falseness, an act or instance of such falseness. The act or practice of a hypocrite, of feigning to be what one is not, or to feel what one does not feel, a dissimulation or a concealment of one's real character, disposition, or motives, especially the assuming a false appearance of virtue or religion, a simulation of goodness. Now I have to end this because it took me a bit longer to record this, and there's a zoo outside of my home, building all around me. I just hope this building is not going to sink down because of everything going on, the vibrations. Let's just say Christmas needs to be quiet, peaceful. We want peace. We want serenity. But we cannot be delusioned by the fact that there are a lot of factors not allowing us to enjoy the holy days. I love you all. Take care.